Hey everyone, Diane Kinlaw with Revolution Mortgage here.
Hi, I'm Kimberlee Edwards with Keller Williams Carey.
Yeah, so we are here to do a friendly chat about loan types.
Our favorite.
Yes, so we say cheers to that and we will dive
Absolutely.
right in.
So I'm going to defer a lot to you, Diane, since this is your bread and butter and
Okay.
you know the ins and outs on it. Um, so hypothetical situation, I have a client that is looking at a three-bedroom home, $350,000 list price, and they've managed to save up 20%.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. So what kind of mortgage options do they have?
So they have actually lots of great options. The first one I say is yay to couples who do save that 20%. That down payment, when you put 20% down, eliminates the mortgage insurance that you'll hear people talk about. Depending on their credit scores, we could look at a conventional loan or we could look at an FHA. If they have a military background, maybe even a VA loan would be ideal. But since it seems, I heard suburbs, so I'm thinking kind of more inner city, that USDA loan might not be a good choice because that is very address specific.
Right. There's a map that we can look up and pull that
Correct.
information whether or not it qualifies for USDA
Yeah.
loan.
And I always tell folks who are looking, if you're not sure how to navigate that process, just send me a quick message and I'll send you the link to the map because it's backed by the government, so they're the ones who dictate it. But we'll get back to the young couple. I think if they have good credit scores,
Yeah.
I think a conventional loan would be ideal. That particular loan type is meant for someone who has better credit than most, has that money to put down. But you can get in with a conventional loan for as low as 3%, and the typical, honestly, is 5.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So
Mm-hmm.
that myth of needing 20% isn't really there. Like you can
Correct.
do 3 to 5%.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Let's say their credit was a little bit less than stellar. They had some oopsies, I like to say, on their credit report, and they're ready to buy the home first and maybe fix it later, or maybe fixing the credit score is going to take longer than they want. Then we could look at an FHA loan. They have lower score standards for it. It is backed by the government, so the we don't say mortgage insurance so much as it's more of a premium, and that unfortunately is for the life of the loan, not just when they get to that 80% loan to value. It is a good product and it fills a lot of needs.
I know I've been seeing quite a few first-time home buyers utilizing this program.
Yeah, I think people think that when they have a lot of debt that they cannot become a homeowner, and that's simply not true. There are definite ways around it. The debt to income ratio is a little bit more forgiving with an FHA loan as well.
Great. Great. All right. So we briefly mentioned VA loans. So, who qualifies for VA loans?
So if you're active military, if you're retired military, spouses, if their spouse was in the military, maybe have passed away, can be eligible. Um, it is a great loan product for the reasons of a 0% down payment and no mortgage insurance.
Oh, wow.
Yes. It does have some funding fees, and sometimes you're exempt from it. And there is a chart that I always share with folks, like what does that funding fee look for you? But it is obviously backed by the government since it's a Veterans Administration loan, but also a great loan product, especially in this area. We have, I think, 4 military bases in North Carolina. So if you are in the military and contemplating, thinking you're going to be here for a while, let's talk.
Right. Definitely. And then we briefly touched on USDA loans. Like there's a map associated with them. Anything outside, I know it's a government loan. Anything outside of that kind of makes it special.
You can get in with 0 down with a USDA loan as well. It is going to come with that mortgage premium that comes with the life of the loan. And there is a funding fee that's upfront that gets rolled in. And, all of that too, it's based on credit scores as well. But that 0 down, where we're located, the rural area is 15 minutes down the road. And that's where a lot of developers are going. So I find that product to be amazing.
Yeah. That sounds great. Well, I know this will be really helpful for buyers out there, to kind of decode all this
Yes.
mystery.
No,
So
you don't need
thank you.
20% down. And some folks, I tell people too, if you want to explore some down payment assistance programs,
Yeah.
I am certified with the state, and that has its own myth and probably is its own little video. But if you're curious about seeing if you qualify for that $15,000, please reach out. Perfect.
Thanks so much, Diane. It was
Thank
good
you.
chatting with you.
Yes, and thank you, Wine 100, again for the space. We appreciate you being a big part of our community, and we will drop our contact information in the
Yes.
comments below.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a great day,
Thank you.
and cheers to you.
Cheers.